Growing up, the history of the Shenango Furnace Company and that of the Colonel James M. Schoonmaker was something to be revered in my household. The ship sailed as the Schoonmaker from 1911 to 1969, and the ships of the Shenango Furnace Company were revered as being the most elegant on the inland seas. My dad had always had an affinity for the Shenango boats, and we had the fireplace from the steamer Shenango, which was the Queen of the Lakes before this vessel in 1909. Her fireplace was in our house that my dad had taken off the ship with a model of the Colonel James M. Schoonmaker on the mantle. That fireplace and that model sit in my house today, but it's something that when you looked at that green hull and saw the model, you knew that it was something special. The first time I would have seen the Schoonmaker in person would have been as the Willis B. Boyer in roughly 1985. And to this day, next to my desk, I have a picture with me and a little stuffed seal with the Willis B. Boyer behind me at 5 years old. And my dad always said that coming to the Boyer was like going to church to pay your respects to the history of Great Lakes shipping and that of your family. It has always had a level of mystique that ultimately, taking over as her director when she was probably in her most vulnerable moment, was truly an honor, but also the biggest challenge that I've ever faced. The ship was being considered for scrap. To even think about the ship that was awe-inspiring to me as a child on the fireplace mantle, going to the shipbreaker's torch under my watch, it was inconceivable. Because in my opinion, the ship represents so much more, not only to Great Lakes history, but also Toledo history. We had a lot of work to do to build the slip that you see around us today, to be able to bring back that livery, to bring back the name of a Congressional Medal of Honor winner who fought for the North during the Civil War, to bring the families of the Colonel and William P. Snyder who built the ship together for the first time, and have a bottle of champagne broken by Mr. Schoonmaker and his wife Tracy on the bow of this vessel at the exact moment she had been christened 100 years before by his mother. That's never been done in maritime history and will never be repeated. I always say that whether it's preserving the Schoonmaker, trying to sustain the Port of Monroe, or advocating for the future of our industry, I'm just a kid trying to make his dad proud, ultimately. And I know that he's very proud. And Toledo, as a port, exists above all else because of her strategic location on a waterway. This river is the vein of prosperity in our community, and the Schoonmaker is the living symbol, and the National Museum of the Great Lakes is the institution that takes that home.